Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. As the season is getting closer and closer to the end, obviously all of these transfer rumors are going to start materializing. We've got some big news in regards to CBs. What kind of centre back defenders that we're going to get? As you can see, pictures of Mark Din Hussein. We're going to talk about that. We've got some information in regards to Liam Delap. What is the situation there? Trent Alexander-Arnold, I know is not a Chelsea news, but it's a big news in terms of football. We're going to talk about him going to Real Madrid. Potentially looks like that is done and dusted. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick things off from Jadon Sancho news, where there is a little bit of smoke. There is always some form of fire. This is what I've known ever since I've been a little kid. When you see a little bit of smoke, you have to understand that there might be some truth behind all of this. So what is the latest in regards to Jadon Sancho? Well, let's get into it. PYS, according to Bild, German-based publication, according to Bild information, Jadon Sancho has told his management he wants to return to Dortmund. Even while at Chelsea, he regularly speaks to his friends Jamie Gittens about Dortmund. Bayer Leverkusen have also registered interest. Look, let's not beat around the bush. Jadon Sancho, first of all, before we even get to understanding whether this news is true or not, let's make one thing clear. Jadon Sancho, his best career so far in his short footballing career that we've seen, has been in the Bundesliga for Borussia Dortmund. He has absolutely balled out for Borussia Dortmund. So that is first thing that we need to acknowledge. Second thing, in the Premier League, whether it's Man United, whether it's Chelsea, it's not really worked out as yet. I know it's early days at Chelsea, but I've said it in the last few videos and also in the last couple of months since the dip in form of Chelsea has been happening, that Jadon Sancho overall doesn't look like a well-versed, well-equipped Premier League footballer, Premier League winger. You need pace and power, and he lacks a lot of that. He's got technical ability, no doubts. I think if you surround him with other, technical players in and around him, which we have, but Enzo Maresca's system is wingers are wide and they're pretty much isolated so that they can take on their man 1v1, sometimes even 1v2 if need be. The whole idea is get those wingers out wide with a lot of space. Jadon Sancho wants players in around him so he can give and go. Jadon Sancho is all about passing, intricate passing, vision, this, that, the other. He's not about pace, power, taking players on. He can take players on, but that's not his natural instinct to do that. And the other factor is he doesn't shoot enough. He needs to. As a Premier League winger, you need to get into the box and you need to shoot off. You need to lay off shots and see if he can score goals. So he's had his best moments so far in his short footballing career in Bundesliga, and he's not really equipped for Premier League. So when you put both of those together, is this rumor too far-fetched? Probably not. There could be some potential conversations that he might have had with his agent saying that, look, find me a way to get to Bundesliga again. I know in social media, I know in the public, Jadon Sancho has come out and said that he's enjoying his time at Chelsea Football Club, but he's not an out-and-out Chelsea player as yet. The whole obligation to buy for 25 million at the end of the season from Man United, as long as we finish above 14th, which we will, seems to be not really an obligation, but more of an option, because there is a penalty fee that we could pay, which is 5 million, which was reported a few days ago by David Ornstein, and send him back to Man United. And I think we are going to explore that. There's a reason why this news keeps materializing, because there's probably some information brewing inside Chelsea Football Club that this player potentially will go back to Man United. We're going to pay the penalty, and we're looking to buy more wingers. We've actually bought a winger in terms of Giovanni Cuenca, who's not going to join next season, but the season after. We've got other wingers coming up next season in the likes of Estaval. So there might not be a space for Jadon Sancho. I know Mudryk is a huge question mark. Where is he, first of all? Secondly, is he going to be part of Chelsea Football Club, knowing that he's suspended right now? I know there is an opening there, but who knows? Maybe Tariq George might be given that opportunity down there. So look, ladies and gentlemen, watch this space. I don't think Jadon Sancho will be a Chelsea player, in my personal opinion, next season. I think we're going to pay that 5 million penalty, let him go. I think it would be wise to do that. In my personal opinion, I think it'd be wise to do that. We haven't set any personal terms with him yet. I don't know what type of wages he's going to demand at Chelsea. I know 25 million seems a bargain. You're not going to get anyone probably much better for that price or better quality than Jadon Sancho. But then again, you don't want to create yourself another problem. Overall, Jadon Sancho has been underwhelming. That is the bottom line. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Do you think he should perhaps think about going back to Bundesliga where he's succeeded? Whether it's Dortmund, whether it's Leverkusen, I think both of those moves will be very, very good for him. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Guéhi and Dean Hussein. What's the latest? Check this out. Dean Hussein is expected to leave Bournemouth this summer. There is a release clause of, as you can see there, 60 million, I believe. The fees, no, I think that's something. But yeah, Dean Hussein's, his release clause is 50 million. Fabrizio Romano reported that not that long ago. So I'm pretty sure top clubs will be in for his signature. One of the top clubs is Real Madrid. He seems to fancy Real Madrid as well. His Spanish background, I've got no doubt he'll end up in one of those top clubs, either it's Barcelona or Real Madrid. I think he fancies Real Madrid. I'm pretty certain he'll end up in Real Madrid. Dean Hussein is expected to leave Bournemouth this summer. Real Madrid has already contacted his entourage, Bayern Munich and Liverpool, if Van Dijk leaves. Arrivals, maybe Liverpool. Okay, the fee is 60 million euros. Yeah, so it's about 50 million pounds. Chelsea's out of the race. Mark Guéhi is the priority. I love the PR. I absolutely love the PR. A lot of people are misunderstanding me in this because PYS tweeted this news out, and I said under it that out of the race, we were never in the race. And a lot of people getting annoyed that means, I thought you didn't want him. First of all, I think he's a very, very good defender. It is only one season in the Premier League, so I'd like to see another season with Bournemouth. But I do think he's a highly rated defender. He's shown already for Spain as well, Spain International, that how good he can be. But I've said it all along, we don't need him. We've got plethora of young defenders. We need a leader. We need an experienced campaigner. We need someone who's done it at the highest level, who can lead some of these young players that we have, young defenders, and not just defenders, young players that we have in our squad. So we don't need him. My comment of saying out of the race, ? We were never in the race, is more the fact that this PR is so nonsense. Chelsea always seems to make themselves feel good. Chelsea are out of the race. Please, Dean Hussein probably never even considered us. I said it a few days ago in the video where I covered about Dean Hussein that if I'm Dean Hussein, I'm not even thinking about Chelsea. I'm a top-rated defender. I don't want to go to Chelsea where it's a mess and there's a bunch of other kids there as well. I'm not going to really learn from anyone. He goes to Real Madrid. He's got Antonio Rudiger, Militao. He's got bosses all around him. Absolute bosses all around him, and he'll learn. Carvajal and many more. Vinicius Junior up front, Mbappe, Jude Bellingham. This guy will learn a lot at Real Madrid. Why is he going to consider coming to Chelsea Football Club? There's nothing good about. There's no attraction to Chelsea at the moment besides the fact, there's a great young youth project that's running. No. He comes to Chelsea, his career is going to be done for. Much like so many other players that we see. You name it. Jadon Sancho came here, career gone. Mudryk, career gone. Nkunku, career gone. João Felix, career gone. And the list goes on. Only a handful probably done something. Cole Palmer, Cucurella, even some of our young defenders, Levi Colwill, Buddy Shield. Look at them. They're not doing well. So this is not a place right now to join, in my personal opinion, if you're a talented young CB. So I love the PR. I love how Chelsea wants to put himself in the mix, out of the race. We've just opted to be out of the... No, you were never in the race. You were never in the race, Chelsea Football Club. Dean Hussein, he's thinking about Real Madrid, and Real Madrid is a far bigger institution than us and far well run than us right now. Mark Guéhi is their priority. Look, let's talk a little bit about Mark Guéhi, because it seems like that's the news that's floating around a lot, and it's not the first time Mark Guéhi's name's been popped out. all through last summer, January as well. Margui, his name's been popping about. We seem to have a bit of relationship with Crystal Palace. We sent Chalobah there. Obviously, we took Chalobah back. We've sent Ben Chilwell over there now. Look, Margui, ladies and gentlemen, he's an okay defender, but he's no needle mover. I'll tell you this right now. He's no needle mover. Margui, yes, he's a leader. He's Crystal Palace captain, sure, but he himself is young as well. I believe Margui, what's his age? Let me have a quick look at Margui's age. Margui age. He's 24. So that's why it probably fits nicely with the project. Look, he's got flaws. I've seen Crystal Palace. I've watched Margui quite a lot. I've watched in the international scene as well. Yeah, there are some matches where Margui plays well, but there are matches where you go, wow, this guy, how is he any different to what we already have? He's not much different. So for me, look, it seems like this is the defender that we're looking to hone in on. You have to ask yourself one question, because I know a lot of people will comment right now, oh, look at him. He's always negative. Margui is a very good defender. You have to ask yourself the question, what do we want to achieve? Most of us wants to compete. We want to compete and potentially win the Premier League next season, the season after, whatever. Like, we want to compete, right? And if it's not winning next season, then the season after, we want to try and win. You have to ask yourself, is Margui going to be the one that is going to win the Premier League for us? Be that strong defensive leader in the back. You're the likes of Saliba, Magalhaes, Virgil van Dijk, Konate. You think Margui is of that caliber? Because if you don't think Margui is of that caliber, then I'm sorry, what are we doing? What are we actually doing? That's the question you need to ask. Is he elite enough? For me, he's not elite enough, ladies and gentlemen. Simply not elite enough. Let me know your thoughts in regards to this. Darko goes on to say Margui plus Delap, June 1 to 10 is the aim as of now. And he further goes down to say in the bottom, June 1 to 10 for the Club World Cup window. CFC working to have Delap deal done in time for it, despite Newcastle United FC interest. Now, Delap's the other one. Liam Delap is the other one that we are getting sold on about, that we are getting constantly fed about, that he's the one that we're looking to bring in. Once again, Liam Delap. Do we need another young striker? We have a young striker with Jackson. I've got nothing against Liam Delap. Liam Delap, very good striker. Potentially could be something brilliant down the track. But this is the caliber that we need right now. Don't we think we need someone of a high experience at the highest level, has done it all? Don't we need that type of a striker to come in where Jackson can feed off of? And if there's Newcastle hunting around, and if there's any chance that Isak might leave, if I'm Liam Delap, Newcastle, they would seem far more feasible for me. They would seem far more attractive to me. A lot more stable. Seem like they're going in the right direction. They've got themselves a trophy this season already. Potentially could make it to Champions League. Why am I thinking about joining Chelsea Football Club? Much like Dean Hussein, why am I thinking about joining Chelsea Football Club? Some of you guys may say, well, why would these experienced strikers think about joining Chelsea Football? Well, experienced strikers, they might think about joining Chelsea Football Club because they're not looking to develop. They're coming here to deliver straight away. Whereas Liam Delap, one eye for him to join Chelsea, he might think, look, I still need to develop. I need a club that can help me develop. We're not a club that can help people develop. We think we are, but we're not. And right now, we don't need players that we need, we need to bring in for development. We need players that can impact immediately. And those type of players would be keen to join if that is how we try and sell the whole situation to them, that look, you're coming to Chelsea to become an important player to help Chelsea out of this rut. But if we're trying to sell a project to young players, you're coming to Chelsea and we're going to help you foster and develop you into a monster, I'm not buying that. I'm just not buying that. So, ladies and gentlemen, look, this is our target. Whether we're going to do it or not, look, Margui, he's probably one that we're going to do it, but for me, he's not a needle mover. And Dilap, yes, good striker, very good striker, but young striker. We're going to have moments of frustrations. Is he going to catapult us to become, a Premier League contender next season? Probably not. And if it's not, then what are we wasting our time on? David Ornstein, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, Trent Alexander-Arnold, some non-Chelsea news. Always good to keep a track of what's going on elsewhere. Real Madrid working to close deal to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold on free. Real Madrid must inform Liverpool if, when done, not happened yet. Spaniards monitoring 26-year-old right back for 2 years plus, doing everything in power since Jan to convince him to join. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to go on a free. Large part of the Liverpool fan base are very, very upset about this. And I'm like, do you know what are you upset about? He's given everything to your football club. He's won it all with your football club. Like, what are you upset about? The only thing you're upset about is he's gone out on a free. But that's your problem. You should have got the extension done a couple of seasons back. Not now. You should have thought about get him onto a new contract at least 2 seasons back. You've left it too late. Player also didn't seem to commit himself, and he's done everything possible at Chelsea. At Liverpool Football Club. So now Real Madrid are knocking on the door, and he's making the move. He wants a different challenge. So I don't understand why all of these Liverpool fans in large are so upset. It's very much like Eden Hazard's situation. At least we got some money out of Eden Hazard. Of course, we got some decent money out of Eden Hazard, and we kept on getting money even after once he joined Real Madrid because there was add-ons. So I get it, but look, Liverpool only have themselves to blame in this matter. So yeah, that's that. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about Jadon Sancho. Let me know your thoughts about Mark Guéhi, Dean Hussein, Liam Dilap. How you feel about all of this? Comment below. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time. Take care. See ya. Bye.